Hello ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a demo of Dying Light. They showed this off yesterday. You may have already watched a bit of it. I'm going to give you my opinion and just talk through what I like and what I don't like so far about it. Don't worry, it's mostly positive, but there are just a few iffy spots. What I would say is the world at the moment, shown off in this little gameplay demo, does look fantastic. In terms of render distance, in terms of pop-up, the colours, it all looks pretty great. Now obviously this has probably been done on a top-end PC, but I've been looking into lots of reports from lots of reporters that have actually had time on this. Loads of gaming outlets over the last 2 weeks have been given 3 or 4 hours to play, and a lot of them have actually played it on consoles, and have said that even on the older gen consoles like PlayStation 4 and Xbox, it's not too shabby at all. So let's dive in, as they say, into what I think about Dying Light 2 so far. So it kicks off with you talking to Rosario Dawson. Yes, she's playing the part here, I'm guessing. And I got to say, it's probably the one negative out of this demo. The lip syncing and the stilted actual dialogue is kind of awful. Like, I don't know if it's just one of them things. Maybe I haven't played a lot of these games lately. But yeah, the lip syncing is just off. There's something off with when they're talking. A minor point, most people won't give a crap. They'll just be looking forward to running around this world and pretty much taking off zombies' heads. So, leave that aside. The actual dialogue itself just seems a bit off and a bit odd. Like, it's just not, I don't know, just something wasn't grabbing me. It just didn't seem right. Some of the way they were speaking, it felt like there was a lot of words they were putting in kind of after the fact rather than an actual proper conversation or a proper script. Do you know what I mean? Like a bit robotic almost. Maybe that will change, maybe that will be improved. I doubt it. They've just gone gold, so less is the game pretty much as it is at the moment. Obviously expect a big day one patch. Apparently the game will only be 21 GB on the PlayStation 5. That got revealed yesterday as well. Obviously a day one patch may make that a bit bigger, but that's negatives. Positives, look at this. This is great. Getting around on this paraglider, having the freedom to move around the world. I'm guessing it might be a bit of time before we unlock this new sort of gadget, but it looks fantastic. And the way that you can get higher, get some purchase and airtime using the vents and stuff. Like the parkour on this is fantastic. It doesn't really feel like you're stopping. Sometimes it could be a bit jarry when you hit a wall or you hit a corner and you haven't taken it perfectly. But it seems like it's pretty forgiving in this game. Jumps that you might think you might not make, you actually do. And apart from a few rolls like that, it's pretty on point. I really do think it's quite flowing. Obviously that is something that this series is known for. I ain't gonna lie, I never played much of the first one. I was too scared of the zombies. I've grown up a little bit now, although I'm still a bit squeamish. But yeah, do you know what I mean? It's just not as, I would say, jumpy. It's fun, it looks good, it looks smooth enough running around. And the versatility and what you can do. Like, I can't think of another game like this that's really doing this in modern age anyway. So yeah, the colours look great, the world looks filled with artifacts and just lots of scenery that makes it really lived in. Set 20 years after the first one. Apparently the map is going to be 4 times as big as the original and there's going to be 7 distinct areas. So you're going to be obviously helping out with factions, trying to evolve a story, and there will be some consequences. You are the most generic named dude ever called Aiden, and yeah, you're pretty much going through liberating parts of the Paris suburbs, I'm guessing. I really like the design. It does see there look a little bit washed out, certain places, certain colours, but then when you get a bit up close, I think it just looks amazing. It does look really cool. So I kind of am hoping this is what it looks like on at least current gen, i.e. an Xbox Series X or S or PlayStation 5, and I really hope that older gen consoles can keep up a little bit. So yeah, I don't think story and NPCs will be what everyone is after with this game. It's why the critics kind of crapped on the first one, because they said it just wasn't that great. But everyone else loved the game because of the mechanics, because of the world to explore, the crafting, the making the weapons. And it looks like lots of that is going to be the same. So when it comes to actual combat, yep, you're going to be mixing up your parkour skills with quite a generous slowdown ability. I'm guessing when you parry at the right moment, you'll get an extra chance, a few seconds more, or obviously half a second, to go and do a power move or get your shot lined up nicely. And I really like that as well. They had some pretty off cuts in this, maybe just for time, maybe it was quite difficult taking on 5 dudes, but all throughout this demo, I was a bit concerned that there were some editing things happening, and I was kind of wondering what was going on there. But that move where you could literally get over here and use your rope to pull an enemy over. That looked pretty cool. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of puzzle solving as well, or redirecting electricity at least, and making sure you got the right power supply. And yeah, that kind of puzzle elements in there, I think that would be good too. Means I can make loads of guides, which I'll be doing. That's the main call that I'll be doing on channels, making tutorials and guides on how to get through stuff and to make weapons. So it's hopefully going to make up a bit of a blend from just lopping off zombie heads and jumping over buildings. Now here we got an interesting choice: assigning to peacekeepers, assigned to survivors. Obviously there is going to be consequences for what we do, hopefully, and it will be meaningful. It's not going to be just something pretty arbitrary, but on the actual scale, I think it will be mostly about what you can buy, what types of upgrades you might have access to. And you see the world changing, which is pretty cool once you've done it as well. So yeah, I am kind of impressed, I have to say. I'm thinking the world, the combat, the way the parkour is, all the good things that most people will be looking for looks top notch. The story and dialogue, maybe not. But again, as I said, I don't think most people playing this game are playing it for them kind of reasons. Not to be a disservice though to the devs, obviously they may be working really hard on the story, they may feel like it's the heartbeat of the game. But yeah, there is just something a bit off with it. The world is just massive. Like when you look at it, the stuff, the verticality of it as well. It's not just like a city suburb where you're only running around the streets and these skyscrapers are pretty much just nondescript. Just like the first game, you will be able to jump up and climb the walls and do stuff, but it just all looks so much smoother and it's just got a really nice feeling. I love parkour games. I love parkour, so I can't wait to get into this a little bit more. Obviously, ain't got long to go, only a couple months. It'll be out on February the 4th. And I will be all over it. Got some nice time missions here as well, where we've got disabled cannons that are on roofs, and you get in part doing all sorts of different things using big cranes and ropes to pull yourself out and pulleys. And again, it just adds a little bit more free flow, and it's just really cool. I can't wait to see some speedrunners attack this game and complete it all, or do some mad stuff with it. Maybe it's not on the same realms as Titanfall, like in terms of wall jumping, but I would say, yeah, it looks pretty decent. It really does. The combat slow-mos and the kill cams are obviously what you'd kind of expect, and yeah, there's just some nice touches when you're trying to blow it off with the animations to stop some of this stuff happening, which was successful there. Now, combining weapons is what I'm really looking forward to. Making maces that do electrifying damage, that's definitely something I'm interested in. It does look a bit superhero-y when you jump and pound onto the floor and you make others kind of be staggered, but I guess can't have everything. And then we see a little bit of ranged action. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that with the slowdown time pretty much every time you pull it out, but it's okay, I guess. Maybe it's a perk, maybe that doesn't happen every single time. Obviously it is going to be much more melee focused, I think, but I kind of do hope there is a little selection of guns and stuff that I might be able to get hold of. But from what I've read, obviously 20 years after the zombie apocalypse has started, it is going to be very much melee focused rather than too many guns and stuff like that. It's going to be a little bit more primitive with the bows and arrows, which you kind of expect with bullets being running out and stuff. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to trying this out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the best in open world survival games, news, guides and opinion, and I will see you later. And PS, go and check out the full video if you want to see more of it. I will include it in the comment section down below. Laters.